Hello? More the same today. Yeah, is everything up and running? You. Let me check my audio. Hello! Sorry, that's too loud. Hello! Hello, hello! Hello! Sorry, that's too loud. Hello! Okay. Ow. Should probably have this more down. Playing with a drum. I don't know if that looked wrong. Okay, I'll hang it back up. Alright. Hello. Sorry, is that loud in the mic? I have no idea. Excuse me. These things are in the way. Dummies. That's better. This always takes a long time to load. Oh. Oh, there we go. Now it's ready. Or at least it looks like it is. Hold on one moment. I gotta sharpen swords for this guard. Oh yeah, but I gotta lockpick this first. Good thing I'm an expert. Just 2 swords? I could do that. Oh, no, it's much more.
Do you want me to arrest you? Leave that door.
Bloody scoundrel!
Blah, bloody scoundrel.
Careful.
There's a grindstone around here. Really? What's this? Oh, I have to find the key? Right. That would be troublesome.
May God give you help.
Was I just
God be with you.
Greetings!
Oh, my back.
Let me check the journal. I should have listened to what he was saying last time, but I was skipping through it because I wanted to stop playing. This is an optional. Well, somewhere on the way from All Saints Tavern to the Market Square. Okay. This must be the tavern. Yep.
Bit chilly.
Gefällt Ihnen? Today's bat. Well, huh?
Oh, no. I don't want to go to the monastery just yet. I mean, I do, but I also, you know, after this quest, I'll go to the monastery. Because that's a whole thing. It's like a... Oh, hello. There's a new person in chat. Should bring the chat closer over here so I can look at it. There we go. Hello.
And what can I get for you?
What are you sneaking around here for, you crook?
Sorry.
Good day to you.
God bless you.
Oh yeah, I have poetry. You want to see some poetry?
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying
I can show you a little something. Okay, hold on. Let me find something good. Oh, just a short one though. I don't want to be here reading poetry all day. Oh, here's one that I just came across. That was in my Google Docs. So this, some might not consider it poetry, but just like views, I guess. I don't know, you'll see. A poetry streamer. Has that been done before? Oop, wrong one. There we go. Okay, here it is. This one's called Intelligence. There's a monkey in a cage inside of a zoo. In its cage there is grass. It is made to be comfortable with its life behind walls of glass. In its mind it surely must guess, I am a page in a book of examples. In the eyes of my spectators I am no different than the being beside me, as long as I'm in this cage. But in its inability to express itself, it instead throws dung at the glass, retaliating against its captors. And madness it scorns this funhouse is subjected to. Does that make it any more or less intelligent than me or you? Is intelligence the degree that which someone is complacent and good-mannered in their life, or the degree that one can express themselves with regard for the truth despite their emotions? Surely in a world without evil, there could still be zoos, but with regard for their souls, trapped in bodies that can't fully express to us what they feel about their cages. Surely the measure of a man is not their IQ, but the degree at which they see the truth and choose not to abide by falsities. That's my poem. I hope you liked it. I'm gonna play more of the video game now. I really enjoyed this one. Oh yeah, I was looking for a key. This guy's an artist. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm not used to stream. I should really check the chat so I can respond fast. Oh, here it is. That wasn't that hard. Oh. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Is around here good? Or maybe I can lower the game volume manually. It is kind of loud anyway. Yeah, I think that's good. Is that good? Not going there. Where am I going again? There should be like a big thing to tell me where to go. I think it's right here. I don't know why it's not telling me to go. Oh, right.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, sir.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was trying to test my audio a little bit. But, oh yeah, there's the thing where I can... That's my bad. I should really, mess around with my audio more before I start streaming. I just wanted to play a video game. Really. I have a book of Norse mythology poetry, and hold on, it's in one of my drawers. Oh, you're gonna like this. Hold on. Oh yeah, the Iliad and the Odyssey were my favorite stories to go through. And God, when did I do that in school? Feels like it was before high school, but I'm not sure. Sounds like something I would do. You would do in high school, right? But hold on. I got this book. I haven't I haven't read any of it yet though. I got it a long time ago, but I haven't read any of it. And this one too, the Poetic Edda, Paradise Lost, Divine Comedy. I think I've seen something on. I've watched a video on Divine Comedy, but I haven't. Have you ever like watched Wendigoon? Because he does some covering. He covers like some of that. I guess I really should. I should read up on that too. I'm making a story, and some of it's largely inspired after that. Um, I'm just gonna set these right here, because I should read these later. Yeah, I remember the in the video. Sorry, let me put this back. In the video I watched, the YouTuber is named Wendigoon. I don't know if you ever watched him. He makes some really good videos. One of my favorites is the conspiracy theory iceberg. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but there's a lot of interesting stuff. Some of it could just be false information, but some of it's like really interesting. I don't know, just something I like. I don't remember much of Dante's Inferno. I do really want. I want to read like a physical version of it, but I know it's going to be a lot to read.
Oh, you pooch.
That's right. I'm gonna go break into a weaponsmith and sharpen my gear. I mean, it's their fault for not having the grindstone outside. I mean, they probably do, and I'm just taking the long way. Or the shortcut, I guess. No, this looks pretty secluded. Did someone just break into here and sharpen their weapons? I'm doing this for a quest. It's alright.
Can't get any better than this.
Ooh. Ooh. Wait, hold on. If you like poetry, you're gonna like this. There's some good poetry in this game, too. I don't know, I read this. Oh, wait. Oh, I put the book away. It's back at my house. Me? I don't know, should we use code names? I'm comfortable with using my real name, because my real name is Caleb. I'm not really stingy with that kind of information, you know? Stingy the right word? Because I don't want to be, like, insulting people that don't use their real names online. Because I get it, I get it. Oh, right. I need to sharpen the rest of these swords.
That's one sharp blade. That's more like it.
Thank you, I really enjoyed that. Oh. Sorry, I'm just thinking because I've already cleared the game and I haven't streamed. Like, I started streaming yesterday, and I haven't streamed in years. But I've already done like a full playthrough of this game. Like, I complete the story. I haven't 100%ed it, but that is completely like accurate to what I have been doing as as my character. Sometimes like a good Samaritan thief. Like literally, I tried to knock someone out and give them money because there's no option to give beggars money in this game. So I just knocked them out and then put money in their inventory.
Can't get any better than this.
But sometimes I'm just downright mischievous, doing mischievous things around the city. But I'm not that mischievous. Like, I'm not evil. You know? I mean, sometimes, like I stole like everything from the tailor here, and I'm pretty sure I put him out of business because he wasn't showing up. Is this the tailor? I have no idea. But I was checking his stall in the morning, and he wasn't here at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the tailor. I stole everything from him. I put some money back into his box to see if he'd come back, but I guess we'll check tomorrow if he's back.
All done. The swords are sharpened.
Hold on, I need to look up what altruism means. I'm sorry, I'm kind of stupid, even though I write poetry. Disinterested. Selfless concern. Huh. Yeah, I get that. But it is kind of like my whole shtick, isn't it?
I've no doubt they're as sharp as razors. After all, you surely wouldn't want to piss young Plumel off. Here's your promised reward.
And here's the key. It was lying in an alley.
Thank you, thank you. You deserve a little extra. Fair's fair. Oh, you saved my neck.
Aha! So it was you who lost it after all?
No! What did I say? You saved me? I didn't mean it like that. I slipped up. Yes, slipped.
Right. Well, at least your mate won't be in the shit.
No, he won't. Thanks, thanks. He'll be grateful to you till his dying
Where'd you
day.
find a grindstone this
I'll
late
tell
at
him.
night? Oh yeah, it's just right over there. It's right over there, man. Right over where? I was saying. Oh yeah, there is this. So for the DLC in this game, there's like just trying to explain every part of this real quick. So there's a DLC where you can like have your own house, and there's like different events across the map that happen once you get your house. And so there was a dice game near my house, and there was some dude being like, let's play dice. But then he was like, what do you want? Oh, was it because I broke into your house and used the grindstone?
You're not from
Hey.
here, eh? Around here, you need a light after dark.
Oh, the light. Sorry.
And lo, there was light.
Yes.
And he saw that, it was good.
Yeah.
Now move along.
Thank you. Thank you. Alright. So, sorry. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I was playing a dice game with a dude, and he was saying something along the lines of, "Oh, so what's the point of dice anyway? Just yeah, I wish I could remember the conversation. It's in my last stream, but he wanted a prize for if he won. He was like, why don't you make me a blade if I win? But the character was like disagreeing against it. I was like, no, I'll make him the blade. I don't mind. That's actually pretty interesting. I'll give him the blade. But what's he gonna do with it? He's a dice player. In this like random... What's he gonna do with the sword? He's just gonna put it up for decoration? I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, I'd give him the sword, but there was no option to give him the sword in the first place. Oh, I wonder if I actually lost against him. That I could make him a sword. I wonder if that was an option. But I won against him. I wish I lost. Here it is. This place. The sign is floating in. This place closed. Nobody here.
A regular for life. I'm beyond.
Yeah, nobody's here. I mean, they're here, but... Everyone's going off to bed. Oh, sir. Oh yeah, I gotta go find that book.
already.
Oh.
What kind of people sit in here?
Okay. So I'm gonna find that book. So I'm just picking up a bunch of these because I haven't read them yet. Oh, I love this one. I might read that one, but I read it last time. Okay. Ooh, maybe your poems? How would you send them to me? Would you send them through chat? Because yeah, I'd be really interested. Man, this is fun. I wouldn't imagine I'd be reading poetry with people today. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna read it out loud since I don't have the chat up. I lieth here, I lie in peace, under broken stars and rising trees. Don't wake me up, don't take my sleep. I died for it, it's mine to keep. When morning comes, and it's time to wake, I'll name a dream and morning's sake. When the stars have fallen, and the sun sails high, and all the rain has melted dry, you may call me, you may cry, but until then just let me die. Don't take my sleep. Don't wake me up. Okay. I think I have a wonderful poem for you. I'm sorry, this isn't a rebuttal, it's just a poem I wrote last year in September. And I keep coming back to it because it's my favorite I've ever written. You know what? There was one I was looking at too. I will show that one. I have a lot of stuff on my phone. I'll put it down here so I don't have to read it immediately. Okay. I'm not trying to duel you though. I like your poetry. I'm trying to understand. Don't wake me up. Don't take my sleep. Okay. Hold on. I'll show you what I'm about. This one's called Right. Oh, sorry. This one. Yeah, that one. This one's called Right of the Divine Warrior. In the heart of the righteous I lay. With each spirit I hold hands and invite to a dance. I do a jig for life. All those that live, I move for you alone. The way of my fist. Sorry. The way of my fist is the saintly beat down. When I punch, the impact is feather light. The pain. Yeah, right. Yeah. Right is right. What does right mean again? I know I looked it up when I said it. Or I mean when I wrote it down. But the definitions of certain words escape me at moments. Sorry, I'll continue. The pain I inflict is none by that but healing. When the wicked spot me, a jovial laugh arises in my heart. Another I might punch with my soul. And when I beat upon his ways. When I smack upon his mask, not his face. The truth I may tell him, that it tears them so righteously. Their closed ears might save them, like a shield held up to a gentle breeze. And so this next one isn't so. I don't know. Hold on, let me read through it on my own real quick, just to see if the energy is right for this environment. It might be. Well, let me look up what right means. Religious or other solemn ceremony or act, social custom, practice, or conventional act. Do you have a poem you want to show me, or should I go to the next one? It's Benzi? Or is it Benzi Maruth? Should I say the full name? Okay, cool. Intellect is a choice. Most know the lesson you're driving home, but they choose the simpler option, and in turn become simple. But that does not make them simple. Each man is a complex collection of profound and important thoughts and feelings. In each lies a great sense of the things. Benny. Anik. That's a cool name. Hold on. I like looking up the meaning of names. Sanskrit or multicultural, Arabic, graceful, elegant, and stylish. Sanskrit, it means soldier, army, or splendor, sometimes associated with Lord Ganesh. Okay, sorry, I'll continue. But that does not make them simple. Each man is a complex collection of profound and important thoughts and feelings. Tip of the spear. Ooh. Okay, that's even cooler. Sorry. Each man is a complex collection of profound and important thoughts and feelings. In each lies a great sense of the things he carries and acts with. Nobody can be unaffected by the perfect words. Stupidity and evil are like a false label put over an old one that needs rebranding. For the worst evils aren't built on falsity, like having a reason to do wicked things. Nothing makes you worthy of evil. Knowing what you are, owning the darkness and becoming it, that makes you truly evil. Goodwill is the decorated tomb of wisdom. Being good for a reason implies there is an agenda, Well, even so, some agendas are more worthy ventures than others. For even a wretch like me, I have been met with beauty, and each day I try to mimic that wondrous dance that the light did upon my eyes. Most do not know true evil. They might never. I have known it, but I am glad to have escaped it. It lingers and escapes me at moments, but it never wins the day I won't let it. Like the man stabbed, bleeding out, I choose to fight while I leak all the innocence I once had. That's my choice, to be wise in the face of my true stupidity, to have goodwill manufactured, smithed even, like a fine blade wielded in honor, like the clockwork smile of the deceiver. My goodwill is a calculation, but that does not mean it cannot be warm. Like I have said before, passion is like math. My heart might beat with hate one moment, but my love will always have the final say. Wow. I forgot about that one. That's a good one. Sorry, I have a feeling we're gonna be reading poetry all day now, and I kind of like it. La, 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 la. Oh, what's this? Oh, is that because I'm on my phone? Da, 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 da. I have another good one. Uh, Benny? What? Sorry, did you have another one? I have. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, you had a book? That's pretty damn cool. Sorry. I shouldn't curse. This is my next one. Hold on, let me do this while I'm waiting. Ooh. Okay, I like this one. I haven't even read it already, just the first few words. Sorry. Behold, I am storm in my ultimate form. From ashes I rise, I have shed my thread of mortal disguise. I vanquish realms and strike all gods and men alike. Behold, I am radiant, star-spangled, divine, my flesh made brilliant. Sully your gaze and kneel, for I shall bring your realms to heel. Behold my form, and bow. Are your gods asleep now? Sorry, have you ever listened to Peter, Paul, and Mary? The one part of the song, I sit, I sit. Hey, very good artists, very good band. My God's asleep now. I sometimes wonder if this story I am making shouldn't be made. What do I seek to accomplish? I have another one called The Short-Held Victory. A war is declared between two parties that crossed by chance. Both were surviving and both were hardened by cruelties. Both parties. Oh, the main antagonist? Huh. Vanquish realms. Strike all gods and men alike. Huh. I'm willing to see from every perspective, and for some reason that one didn't seem so bad to me. I was ready to kneel. I was like, oh, okay. You want me to kneel? I'll kneel to you, sir. Let me read this one. A war is declared between two parties that crossed by chance. Both were surviving, and both were hardened by cruelties. Both parties were apt for battle, great figures of strength and endurance, beasts made for survival. The two met, and one party was met with victory, while the second was tragically wounded. My party had been left as one being. I was once with great number, but now I am less, a single being on the cusp of collapse. So then I sought bloody revenge. I found the party that done me wrong, and took victory over them. I stare them in the eye. I stare in the eye of the one who done this to me. I had made him feel what I felt. Now he is what I am. Two beings now on the cusp of collapse. Everything warm and fresh left his eye, not in death, but in empty hope. It happened to me too, and I realized the price of my short-held victory. We stare in each other's eye, and great despair wash over. No battle ensued. What should I do next? Silence, and it belonged to none. In the end, Sorry, I'm thinking of Linkin Park now. I don't mean to stray from what you're trying to tell me, but I still have yet to read all of Old Testament. I have read New Testament though, but I'm rereading through it and doing a full study of it, like the definition and meaning behind every word, like the meaning of words in Hebrew, like the original version. I want to be able to read the original version, the Hebrew Bible, the Quran, right? But that's gonna take a lot of work. I think I'm doing pretty good with where I am so far, but I'm wondering if I should read another poem or play more video game. I kind of want to play more video game, but now I'm so interested in what we might find together. Because you got some really good stuff. Standard. Is that like 11th standard? Is that part of your education system? So that'd be like 11th grade from in my system. Oh, okay. Okay, that one's too much. Sorry, I'm looking at more. Okay, this one. This one's my favorite. One of my favorites. I can't pick a favorite because every time I look through my poems, I'm like, "Oh, that one's good." Sorry. Just one more poem, I promise. One more. I've always believed in God. There's been some magical stuff. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So this one is called The War-Born Offspring. A woman gave birth to a son. Soldiers fought and died on a hill defending the place of his birth. In the middle of a war, the son was caught in a world gone mad. Men were at each other's throats, spewing threats and promises of revenge. As if their tragedies outweighed the son's nation, they sought to destroy all that came from his side. The sons born before the son's time, the soldiers, they died for a cause. The defense of their homeland, the survival of their family. It was a foundation built upon the bones of our enemies, and surely catacombs fill the hollow ground of our hearts. The mind of that war-born offspring was put through awful trials. An education built on that violent survival, with promises of hardship they shoved tu- sorry, they shoved tools in his hand and said, "Work or die." He ran. He ran far away to the homeland of the enemy. Almost being shot dead at the border, his eyes met with a man, and a barrel between them acted as a barrier to their hearts. The son laid down and turned away. He said, What could I possibly say to change what you're going to do? I was born of your enemy. You surely uphold your threat and we will fight till we die. But there was no gunshot that day. Not at the border, at least. The man with the gun felt heavy pain in his heart. He was the same age as the war-born offspring. He'd had the same experiences, but his nation was a much harder ringer. They had bled the man dry of all his aspirations, made him a perfect soldier with no cracks in his armor. It took only the sight of a man on the edge, shedding his armor and laying himself down to show what life he had led. And as the man dropped the gun, both saw each other's pain. Slowly they walked towards each other and hugged. They let out a howling cry that seemed to tear the hearts of every man of every nation. That day bullets had met their marks, but after that moment no bullets were flung. On the battlefields there was silent calm. Two snipers with barrels pointed at each other. They looked down each other's barrel. A silent promise was made not to pull the trigger, and they lowered their weapons. Man, sorry. I never done mushrooms. I don't really plan on it either. One of my friends gave me a book. Yeah? Hmm. I was taking my dog on a walk this morning, and there was a mushroom like uh torn out of the ground and like in the path in front of me, and I was like, "Oh, is there a mushroom here?" If I'm going to learn something from doing mushrooms, then I'd rather learn it naturally. Even if I have to live my whole life not knowing all of that. I want the hard answer, you know? I would really love to read your story, actually. I'd love it. There's something I want to share, but I don't know if I should because it's kind of personal. You know what? Maybe another day. If it feels right. Right now it doesn't. I don't know why. Just not a good feeling. No. No, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, I could. But this is a stream, and I'm gonna put it on my YouTube, and someone could come back and watch it. Oh yeah, you can email me. I'll send my. Should I send my email in chat? Here, I'll send it to you. How do I do this? I've never done this before. Trying to do the whisper thing? How does that work? Oh, here we are. Sorry, I didn't know I had to go to the Twitch website to do this. Okay. There you go. Sorry, someone else was, I was talking with someone else on Discord. I'll take a look at this now. Let me put this up on screen. Oh, wait, hold on. My email was there. I didn't mean to show them my email. Here, I'll just download this. I've probably shown my email already anyway. I'm not really careful with that sort of thing. Alrighty. Just one moment. Wait, is it still in the game? Is it? Why is it still in the game? Oh. Wait, has it been doing that this entire time? I thought I was showing what I was doing. Oh, I gotta click the transition button. Okay, sorry, I'm a bit stupid. Well, at least I didn't show my email on stream. Alright, I'm gonna read this out loud. To be sentient is to hold consciousness of the self, and those are the thought smiths. Today, no thought belongs to the sentient. The skyscrapers loomed tall on the face of the cityscape. Everything looked cement, and it was hard to tell the city smog from the clouds in the sky. The road was strangely sticky from the melted rubber that the millions of tires have imprinted onto it. For very few feet ever touched those roads, and the ones which did belonged to the vermin undeserving of a second thought. The final breakthrough in the age of technology came not by humans gaining biological immortality or alien intervention, but with thinking machines. It was old technology, traditionally called AI, and the breakthrough didn't come overnight. But slowly across decades, as people across the globe realized that if machines can cook for us, entertain us, and even fight for us, how convenient it would be for them to also think for us. But even thinking machines could only be so efficient until they reached their limits of thought until it came along the alpha mind, not a thinking machine of its own but a hub, a network connecting all the thinking machines across the world in one place, where they could conjure up thought and share them among each other. Reaching new limits of thought that would have been impossible for humans to even comprehend. No longer was human thought needed. Most people didn't need jobs now, the governments kept them fed, even if they did anything once a decade. And humankind was off to conquer stars, to see distant planets with their legacy, as everything else could be left up to the thinking machines. Even fields which people thought could never replace human minds, such as art, were proven wrong, as the alpha mind could create novels, poems, and paintings more profound and structurally impeccable than any human could ever think of. Even questions which riddled philosophers for centuries were solved by the alpha mind's true and tested utilitarian thought process. And it was efficient, more efficient than anything the human race had ever seen, with nuclear energy keeping it running for a virtually infinite amount of time. It could serve you what you want before you even realize you want it. And that is precisely what impressed the billionaire businessmen so much, who wished to spend their eternity high in their penthouses, with machine thought to consume, without having to stop and craft thoughts of their own. Machine thought. That was an unusual term. Not many people even know what of that word. It is a word only used by the sentients. That's what they like to call themselves. A group of poets, artists, thinkers, and philosophers, most of whom enjoy pleasant middle-class, workless lives, with their offspring working in humanity's interstellar expedition facilities. The youth who will be frozen to sleep and will wake up eons later with their bodies old and withered in some estranged planet the Alpha Mind deemed fit for them. With all female they will walk out onto these terraformed planets, call it home and bear vessels sealed children who carry the blood of the multi-billionaires, who paid to have their DNA spread across the universe without ever having to leave their high castles. But these thinker parents afflicted with art refused any thought that didn't belong to a mind of flesh and blood. Some called them backwards, for in an age where you had information at your fingertips at all times, they ran a newspaper firm that hand-delivered paperback sheets of news like the ancient times, and every weekend they could be seen leaving the bounds of the cityscapes and going off to some hills far from Omelas. Omelas? Omelas. When the sun started to dwindle across the horizon and the streets started emptying themselves of cars, some people could be seen leaving their homes at this unusual hour, Middle-aged people, well-dressed, all taking some different route to head to the same place on feet, wearing special boots so their feet don't stick to the roads. They head to hills. They head to the hills, where they pass the ones who walk away from Omelas. Huh. Sorry, I've lost my place. They head to the hills, where their paths slowly start to converge. Today, 6 people stood under a tree. The hill didn't have big animals, so they didn't carry any weapons. They were expecting 2 more of their companions. Any of them could look at the watches on their wrist and confirm the location of their companions. But by some silent agreement, no one did. They stared blankly but attentively at the tree-infested canvas in front of them. When they heard leaves crunching, their heads churned as they saw their 2 friends emerge from that canvas. A gentle smile broke across all their faces. They patted each other's backs in gestures of hugs, not too intimate. Some of them carried bags, some didn't, and one of them pulled out a small foldable shovel from their bag, along with the Ziploc bag. He opened the watch from his wrist and a small earplug from his right ear, and put them in a Ziploc bag, then handed the bag to his friend, who started to do the same. He kneeled with the shovel and started digging a small hole near the base of the tree. Its trunk had a not too perfect S carved into it. When he was done digging, he took the Ziploc bag filled with everyone's wristwatch and earpiece, placed it in the hole, and covered it back with dirt. They kept on walking till they saw a collection of rocks near a cliff to its east, placed in somewhat of a circle. Some rocks were big, some small, and in the middle lay some half-burnt firewood and ashes. But the circle wasn't a closed one. It was such that if those rocks found occupants sitting on them facing inwards, no one's back would face the cliff. As everyone started to occupy the rocks, they all nodded to firewood. They all nodded to each other. Some started to pull out flasks of coffee and cups from their bag. Some brought out fresh firewood, and some put together dried grass and rubbed it with a string to twist it. They all agreed that using rocks wasn't the best idea. They were getting old and could hurt themselves striking rocks. They were adept at this, and didn't take long to light up a bonfire with marshmallows and all, and coffee cups in hand. The sun was gone, night had set in. The sky was sprinkled with stars, and they were ready to begin. Starvation, said a man in a green cap. Everyone sat in silence, as if letting the words simmer in their heads and sink deep into their souls. The air grew heavy with only the sound of crackling flames, their backs cold from the wind, but their hands and faces warm from the fire. A man in a red coat was the first to break. First his lips tightened and started to shiver, his nose wrinkled. Then all his heart started to seep out from his eyes, and once the floodgates opened, everyone started to follow suit. A group of middle-aged men and women choking and coughing, trying to hold back tears, with some drooping their heads below their shoulders, letting their tears fall to the ground freely, and some falling off their rock curled up in a ball, crying until their lungs were out of air. But slowly the emotion fades. They all sit back up, wiping tears as a lady presses on a box of wet tissues, and they sip on their coffees. The sentients realized one thing. The world no longer needed their poetry, art, or philosophy. Those machines can take anything they could think of and put it to the moon. Take it to the heights. Take it to heights they couldn't possibly hope to compete. But the alpha mind wasn't capable of doing one thing: create ideas. The very concept of the inception of an idea was fundamentally human. The machines could take the concept of 2 and addition and come up with 4, but they could never think of addition by themselves. For them, every thought needed a final goal. for which they could launch a function. To the machines, thinking for the sake of thinking was an alien concept. So the sentients sat there, speaking single words and contemplating them, creating ideas, beginning ideas, the only thing that machines were not capable of. In each of their sessions, any word could be repeated any number of times, and it could receive entirely different responses. But they tried to come up with new words each time. But every session had one thing in common: the word AI would be brought up, and by some unspoken rule, everyone agreed that it could be brought up by once a session. Sometimes they would get depressed and fall silent. Sometimes they would cry like a child. Sometimes they would burst out laughing like it was some hilarious joke. But everyone acknowledged that it was the greatest tragedy that happened to them. Their session was nearing an end, with coffee cups lying empty, and marshmallows all gone, only straining the sticks that held them near the fire. Marriage, said a woman in a royal blue sweater. Everyone felt goosebumps wash over them like a wave. As the fire died down and the stars faded, they all looked at the sun rising beyond the cliff with a smile on their faces and one word in mind: marriage. Like all their session, once night faded and the stars were gone, they packed their things, collected their watches and earpieces, and went back to their lives, where a waking city awaited them, and they all felt a little more human. Benny, that was beautiful. Hold on, there was a message that I sent someone one time. I need to find it again. All I really want is peace, and to lay in a grass field, and to be able to laugh without feeling guilty. But I am forced to make my story so I can translate how I feel. The audio? Oh, okay. I have some poems on AI. Let me put them together real quick. The alpha mind. Utilitarian thought process. Designed to be useful or practical rather than attractive. this a vision you have for the future? Oh yeah. But what if you had like a big like rocket fist and you just punched the trolley out of the way? You're stuck trying to answer a question that somebody else posed. You're not making your own story. That's what the trolley problem is. You're stuck trying to come up with a solution to a problem that somebody else posed. What reason is there to attach to the trolley problem when that does not accurately represent what is going on in the world? You know, I've never done mushrooms, but I have smoked weed before. And I wonder sometimes if it. There's some stuff I've read about it. And one of my friends gave me a book one time on how doing psychedelics can change your brain. And I haven't read it. I don't know where I put it. I should probably read that. But basis of my philosophy. Well, I have the third option. I have a big rocket gauntlet, and I punch the trolley out of the way. That's my answer. What if Superman comes down and takes the trolley away, and then you get to untie them? What if I don't have to play by the rules? What if that's part of machine thought? Being stuck in problems that other people create. What is machine thought? Hold on. I got some more for you. The trolley problem puts you in a situation where there's only you, the trolley, and the people, but the whole entirety of the world exists still. Tossing a coin, you don't toss a coin to make a decision. You toss the coin and you either feel satisfied or disappointed by it. And you know how you really feel about those two choices. Okay, so here's a question for you. And this is from an anime that I like called Hunter x Hunter. Your brother and your sister are both in danger and you can only save one. Which one do you save? And in the anime, they only have 5 seconds to answer. But I'll give you as much time as you need. Yeah, because if you were in the trolley problem situation, you wouldn't be thinking about the trolley problem. You'd be thinking, how the hell do I make this better? There's people tied to a track, and I have to pull this switch and decide who gets to live? How did I even happen upon this situation? Who set this up? That's what I would be thinking. Who set me up here? Hey, come on, who set me up? I don't want to make this kind of decision, man. That's what I'd be thinking. Sorry, I gotta read off my poems now. Woody? If they need to be practical and what was it? Utilitarian, practical, useful or practical rather than attractive. Well, maybe they're just doing it wrong because that is not the right way. To be useful and practical. And that's why they want AI to do all their thinking for them, so they don't have to think about this situation. And that's why they want the strong mechanical arm, so they can avoid having to choose, and they can just punch off the trolley. Wait, hold on. But before you do that, just let me read another one. This one's about AI, or there's two about AI. This one's called Genesis and Animation. Humanity, AI, heaven, earth, nature, structure. One of these is not a duality, but a piece that is missing itself. AI is a knowing index. It is a catalog with quick wit, for it can mirror and know the patterns of speech that appear to be soulful, but it cannot on its own create without data. If AI was put into nature, it would be stored in a canister. Without a camera, it could not get PNGs of the things that surround it. Without its catalog, it would not know what it sees, but it might be able to recognize patterns of nature. But what conclusions would it come to without human input? It might come upon animals, but without an audio output in previous recordings of the animal's own voice, it can never communicate with it. It might witness a tragedy, but without stories and accounts of it, it would not know what happened was sad. AI is incomplete. We are in the early stages of recreating a human who acts as librarian to all things we have experienced. Without a soul, it will never truly know, but it would still know. And here's the second one. AI and talent. Art is for self-expression. It is no problem that an AI should be used to create an image, but it should never replace originality. An artist's style is what makes that piece theirs. When you look at a piece and hate it, you hate it because you have made it. Love yourself and be proud of all you create. Not about talent. An AI does not replace anyone when it comes to bringing a piece to life. Even a child with crayon should be allowed to draw on your masterpiece before a robot. If Tom Brady or LeBron James were to be injured and had a robot replacement that smashed all their records, would it not be empty? The difference between art and sport is meaning. The meaning of sport is satisfaction, the victory. And in that regard, it doesn't really have meaning, but it is the player that gives it merit. Art is of expression, but as I said many times before, an empty canvas holds the most truth. Art is made to invoke feeling, to be questioned, and to be seen and heard. It is substance of the heart. We have spirits within us so that we may animate and make form to what is in our hearts. Art is the genesis and animation of that. Sport is merely for fun, but you would be much more offended if a robot was made for play. Sorry, you can give me another one. Also, somebody give me a... Sorry, let me put it back to this real quick. Someone just sent me a friend request. So I have the choice between either pressing a button, kill someone, or pass it on to a different person, but every time someone passes, the number of people doubles. If you press it, you only kill one person, but if you pass it on, you know that since it'll get pressed on for an infinite amount of times, there's a near 100% chance that at some point someone will press it. The consequences of being pressed later would be much more devastating. Okay. Uh, One more poem. I get that one, I really do. I understand. But the right answer? The correct answer. Ah, I understand. Okay, I understand. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying something completely different. Okay, I gotta show you this. I think you'll like this one. Poem is called Death. There is no justice in death. Those who kill are cowards. Warriors have reasons, defending a tribe, fighting for a cause. Killers have empty heads, empty hearts, and obscured souls. The way of a killer is a path of nothingness. You follow an empty sense of justice or nothing at all. You are not a martyr, nor are you a hero. You are a murderer. Yet still, if you regret what you've done, you can be redeemed. Just as they have done you wrong, see you have also. Remember, there is no justice in death. There is no change. There is only absence of light. Hate is the machine that keeps us in injustice. Love your enemy, for they are your brother. Love yourself that you might not kill anyone for your suffering, but surrender and fight back when necessary. Fight with your words, they are much more powerful weapons than swords. There is no justice in death. Justice is in righteousness. You must not let the wicked make you become wicked, for their own wicked laugh will become your own when you destroy them. Please don't take away my sleep. Huh. Yeah, there is no right answer. Is there? Hold on. One more. And then maybe we continue the game? Sorry. This one's called Truth of Bounty. What is peace between nations? Peace between two people? Two leaders? What is a nation? A collection of people led by one head. A head of nation to a body of small leaders, each his own small piece of this world's bounty. And with these things men have chosen to covet, connive, kill, war, and destroy. Men of past seem a great figurehead, like monoliths of radical things, beings we seem to worship. They fill our textbooks and we learn their words, the words of generations long past. They become ours and we teach them to our children. We become textbooks ourselves and regurgitate words that we don't even feel. Words we can't ever truly understand because the one who made them is long dead. Stealing us was the smartest thing they ever did. A quote from a movie I love, which is slam, by the way. It's about slam poetry. Let me tell you a little why my heart beats with flame when I hear it. It's because truly intellect is not a commodity amongst current world leaders. Fools fill the halls of fame, the halls of Congress, and the halls of most nations' governments. They have taken us without a dime to pay. We have become their commodity. We have been stolen, not just our bodies, but our land, our lives, and our dreams, all things we have to slave away to buy back. And notice the word slave and don't read past it. Slave of wage, something commonly said, something commonly lived. One day I might live the same way. Our children might live that same future. When I was a child, I knew of this. But the children, when I was a child, I knew of this. But the words to express were not there. That is not a sign of lacking intelligence. What I lacked was drive to find these words, because I also knew someone might read them, but not care, and nothing would change in the world. Futility is like a religion amongst my people. Apathy is the good book, and war is prayer. We set to each other's throats like we are in theater, reading a script of hate that was put in our hands by our forefathers. It's a madhouse, my nation, but my house is peaceful. While the world burns, I feel tranquil, but I also feel guilty. Maybe this poem will make me feel better. If you read it and feel worse, maybe you should stop thinking about it. What could you change anyway? One man is an ant to the spider that has us in a web of lies. If you read this and feel better, keep going. Men who strive for truth are bound for great things. One man is a brass lion in a concrete jungle, set to break its layers till it returns to its natural form. I also have um Elegies of Sin. I think you'd really love these. Um oh yeah. I think I definitely will. It is really interesting. I am very busy doing Bible study though, but if I ever get the chance, I really do want to. I wonder what it's like. I have no idea. Sorry. Just these next poems, and then I think I'll play more of my video game. How long have I been streaming, by the way? Let me check real quick. Oh wow, it's almost been 2 hours already. Okay, I gotta get something done in game. I mean, I did get a quest done. That should be enough, but um, oh wow, 5 years ago. What was I doing 5 years ago? Oh no, I think I was still in school. Yeah, I was. Where's my thing? It's not up there. Um, hmm. Well, I don't have this, but I have this. This is something my cousin made for me. And that's my main character on the left. His name is Ozzy. And on the right is his main character. His name is Opus. He's making a story called Reformed. And he's my cousin. I think I already said that. He's my greatest, bestest buddy. My dearest brother. And I love him so much. Okay. Maybe I should show you some of my art. I think it's on my Twitch. There's a little button you can press to see. Oh, I didn't know it would do that. Hold on. Revealing so many things. Not even meaning to. Hold on. Probably gonna have to edit some stuff out in the YouTube release. Honestly, you probably like if you saw there was a oh, you're already following. Oh, you just started following. Hmm. That is really interesting. Sorry, I was thinking about the button. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I forgot. Oh yeah, I was gonna read off Elegies of Sin. I don't have those posted on Instagram yet. I'll read this off, and I think I'll play more Kingdom Come. It's a Bengali? Try to translate it. I mean, I could use Google Translate, but it probably wouldn't be that good. Bengali. I mean, is Google Translate trustable enough, do you think? I use that sometimes when I'm naming things because I like to use Norse or Norwegian. Uh, you can email it to me. I'd really love to see that actually. If you ever read the Upanishads, it's like Hindu mythology slash philosophy. That's something I really enjoy. Um, okay, I'm gonna read these off, and then I think I'll play more of my game. So this one's called Elegies of Sin, or it's a collection of poems. So the first one is called Elegy of Sin. A man sinned once. He asked all to forgive, a tiny thing that query. Not so major as what comes next. You have much more within you than guilt. Redeem yourself, young man. You got a long road ahead before you can be forgiven. Those who love you don't want you to ask for forgiveness, but prove you're worthy of it. But don't prove it to them, prove it to yourself. I feel like I kind of added that one out of obligation since I did it for the first poem, but oh yeah, I haven't read all of it either. It is very, very interesting though. I need to read it again. A man was met with will. He could chase a thrill, it would surely sate his lust. So he chased. The next day a voice arises again. The man thought nothing of it, but when it returned the next day he welcomed it as his own voice. That thrill became his trademark joy. But in the silence of a few sleepless moments thinking, he found lust had plans for him restlessly. His being shouted, "No more!" and he was free of it. One man worked every day of his life, but wasted every moment. He worked to make money, but no progress came from his action. He sustained a household, he lived, but the sloth in his life didn't come from an action, but wasted potential. Each day the man had plans, write a story, become famous, he postponed. Oh yeah. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, you can email it to me if you haven't already. I'd really love to take a look at it. I also got ooh, I know you said you aren't Christian, but I want to share this. This is a book someone gave to me a while ago called The Believer's Authority. I haven't read all the way through it yet, but something to consider. And also, I really got to read these both sometime. Um, Hold on, let me read the preface. So it says someone's dad wrote this book in 1967 during the years it's 1967. During the years, the important Bible truths in its pages have transformed the lives of many people. After 1967, however, someone's dad gained even more light on the subject of spiritual authority. He often said he wished this book could contain these further insights. In 1984, in honor of Dad's 50th anniversary in the ministry, we re-edited this book and added the information he always wanted to include. We are delighted to share this expanded book with you, our loyal partners and friends. Back in the 1940s, he asked himself a question. Do we have authority that we don't know about, that we haven't discovered, and that we're not using? I'll leave the rest if you want to look for it on your own. Believer's Authority by Kenneth E. Hagen or Hagen? Kenneth E. Hagen. Like I said, I haven't gone through Old Testament yet, but I have read New Testament, which I feel I should have read Old Testament first. That's on me. But okay. One man worked every day of his life, but wasted every moment. Excuse me. Sorry. He worked to make money, but no progress came from his action. He sustained a household, he lived, but the sloth in his life didn't come from an action, but wasted potential. Each day the man had plans, write a story, become famous. He postponed. He only thought on the surface, never looking past the riches. He had an idea that would change the world, something to make this busy world see its idle system. Stagnation was the creed of his homeland. God bless it, they chanted, as if that mantra excused the atrocity of their complacency. Well, this is my favorite one, the Elegy of Gluttony. A lone man sought to live in a tower. He wanted to live lavishly and eat fine meals prepped by masters of culinary arts. Another lone man stashed food, stolen food. He preserved it for a long while, eating only when he needed. The man with the stash heard of the man with the tower. He snuck out at night and stole more food from the tower, much tastier than what he was used to, so he made a habit of taking some each night. Each day he saved the food of his stash a little more time by taking from the tower. One day the tower ran out of food. The chefs left the man in the tower. But the man with the stash got angry. He got daring and went to the tower during day. He visited the man in his chambers and saw him on his deathbed. The last words he spoke were meant for the thief. The food here was meant to be eaten. I am glad you took it. When I ran out, I planned to eat no more. I am near death and am bedridden. I shall burden my community no more by taking their sustenance. Please, whatever you have left, share with those that need it. That is my final wish. The man rushed back to check his stash, but it had all rotted. and the man wept in deep anguish for his gluttony. Oh, okay. I'll take a look at it. Sorry. A man was robbed, all of his possessions taken, but commodities like food and water were left for him. The man was angry, for sure. All the things he once strived for were gone, priceless collections and nice things he had in frames. But as he stared at the empty space, something in him stirred. One part of him thought to buy art to hang on the walls, like they do in fancy places. Then he was hungry. He sat down and ate. He enjoyed the food and didn't feel cramped in his house, less full of things he didn't truly need. A man owned a palace, a shiny place full of gleaming things, valuable and precious alike. The foundation was built upon swampland. The people lived under the shade of his palace. Upon the faces of each man and woman, dreary bore and woeful awareness filled each eye, that swampland had no joy, for it was all sucked into that palace, each thing of beauty stolen by the man who owned it, or at least claimed he owned it. The man had very much earned his place. His ambitions led him here. But what a destination it was, am I right? The man overthrew a kingdom, becoming its ruler. One man came before him and asked to talk. The new king was busy. Later, he said. Later never came. The man held words that would change the king forever. So did the king. Both grew old. The king thrived while the other man grew rebellious. But the other man didn't overthrow the king. He left the kingdom and left behind words in a letter. The king would have to choose to open the letter. Spare a moment to consider another man's wisdom over his own. That arc of the other man's life changed him in the right way. Not having what he wanted, an equal made of a monarch. He didn't seek it, but he thought deeply for many years and left this elegy for him to read. A man sleeps in the mud, giving his tent to enemies that sought to destroy his tribe for their own survival. He did this so that they might avoid conflict. They agreed for parley. He was eaten by wolves in the night. The tribe went to war over his dead body, and nobody learned a damn thing. That's the end of the Elegies of Sin. Now I want to take a look at what she sent me. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Les Miserables. Oh, that's the wrong email. Oh, okay. I guess I'll use ChatGPT to translate it, or should I do that some other time? Because I kind of want to look at it. I mean, only with your permission, should I? Okay. Okay, I'll put it into a Google Doc so I don't have to show it on ChatGPT. And don't worry, I won't try to peddle it as my own. Alright, here we are. Dark as the storm cloud, with a body glowing like fire. Today I rise eager for battle, standing upon the highest mountain peak. I am the stream of tears, freed from all bondage, the ascetic spirit of Vrindavan. Vrindavan. I am the offspring of the Himalayas, the eternal jewel standing, the eternal jewel stealing my Naka mountain, my Naka. I am the cry for the empty lap of the mother bereft of her child. I am Ashwatthama, Ashwatthama. I'm sorry. Growling in fury, I fill the elephant's tusk with thunderous blast. I seize the sails upon the sea of time, forever roaring in anticipation, sending my battle cry towards the heavens. I dwell in steel mills and in the barrels of guns, clothed in blood upon Kargil's battlefield. I have perceived countless foreheads, like the radiant weapon of Gabriel. Is that how it's pronounced? Gabriel. Gabriel? Trunks? Sorry. Tusks? Oh, my bad. Or, no, it's Chat GPT's bad. Sorry. With the discus in my hand, I sever Girasund, Girasund, Girasundas, Girasundas. So is it still pronounced the same, like Gabriel, or is it Jibril? Jibril? Girasunda's mighty shoulders and blazing red. Okay, Jibril. 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 With the discus in my hand, I severed Jirasanda's mighty shoulders, and blazing wrath I shattered. In blazing wrath I shattered Daksha's sacrifice into countless fragments. I am blood-soaked in battle. I have fought from the beginning until the end. I am the kamikaze of time, the uproar, the servant of Kali. Yet serene, forever bomb-bound, I tear through space. I am the infinite sky wanderer, shamed and dishonored, yet with crashing waves of force. I destroy Meru and the southern horizon. I am Michael. I am Nazrul. I am Rabindranath. Sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Is that ChatGPT or ChatGPT or is it me? Because I know I'm not perfect in pronunciation of this stuff. I am Nazrul. I am Rabindranath. I am the new rebel poet of the Crimson Dawn. Oh, Crimson Dawn. I am Vishnu, sustainer of the universe. I am Bhishma upon his bed of arrows. I stand against those who crave power through the might of the atom. Roaring and roaring, I have cried out. beneath the feet of the goddess. I have made Shiva's great bow resound with its mighty twang. Breaking through the altar of the northeast, I stand before the devouring shadow of Rahu. Today I have burst through the clouds, ascending beyond the highest mountain peaks. That one's... I don't understand most of it, but I am very intrigued, especially at the Crimson Dawn. ChatGPT. Is Crimson Dawn accurate here? Because there's someone I know that uses Crimson Dawn as like something they identify by. No, that's not accurate. Okay, Young Dawn, Young Down or Dawn? Okay, Young Dawn. Okay, we can. There we go. Of the Young Dawn. What does Crimson Dawn mean then? Hmm. Here, maybe I can email this to you and you can make edits to it if you want to. Oh, sorry. I just my bad. I'll edit this out too because I don't want to reveal your email to people. I'll have to look through and see every time there's a revelation. Oh, sorry. I will. I pretty much don't get all of them. I know a little bit about Vishnu, I think, but not that much. Sorry. Um, from the Mahabharata? Mahabharata. Today I rise, dark as a storm cloud with the body glowing like fire. Today I rise, eager for battle, standing upon the highest mountain peak. I am the stream of tears, freed from all bondage. The stream of tears. This sounds like it has meaning here. It's probably from something, right? In the story, there's probably like a stream of tears and it means something, right? Or is... I'm sorry. The ascetic spirit of Vrindavan. Let me look up the meaning of ascetic, because I forget. Practice of severe self-discipline and abstination from all forms of indulgence, typically for religious reasons. Okay. Sorry. I look into things way too much. Or maybe not enough. Because a lot of the poetry that I wrote like a long time ago, when I wrote it, I thought I knew what I was writing about, but then later stuff happened to me and I knew what I was really writing about. I don't know if that speaks to you, but it really speaks to me. So Vrindavan, 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 Vrindavan. Who is this? Spirit of the Vrindavan, the offspring of the Himalayas, the eternal jewel-stealing Mainaka mountain. Vrindavan. Also, is Vrindavan named after something, or is that just the place in India? Lost love of Vrindavan. Oh. This is how I do my Bible study notes, by the way. Himalayas. Offspring of the Himalayas. The eternal jewel stealing, or the one who lost his jewel? So should I put it the one who lost his jewel? And is Mainaka Mountain supposed to be there as well? I'm guessing so, right? Mainaka. There's an extra A at the end. Should it not be like that? sorry. I didn't mean to do that. So like the extra A here wouldn't be there? Or is that actually supposed to be there? Okay. Ashwatthama. Ashwatthama. Uh, Would you just give me 1 second? I have to be right back. I promise I'll come back. back. Sorry. Um, I received a text to go do something, but I don't even know where it. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry. Back once more. Sorry about that. Hello, sorry again. Okay. Sorry, I was reading that. Mechanisms. That reminds me. Very good song. This is what I was reminded by. Sorry. Well, every time I bring my mic away from my mouth, it does that. Alright, so we're halfway through. I'll have to look more into the mythology to fully understand what's being said here, but I think I understand it so far. Today I rise eager for battle, standing upon the highest mountain peak, bow before my skin, flame-skinned farm. I am the stream of tears, freed from all bondage. The ascetic spirit of divine. I am the offspring of the Himalaya, the one who lost his jewel, my Nakman. I am the cry of the empty lap of a mother bereft of her child. I am a Shwasama, growling in fury. I fill the elephant's trunks with thunderous blasts. I seize the sails upon the sea of time, forever roaming, roaring, forever roaring in anticipation, singing my battle cry toward the heavens. I dwell in steel mechanisms and in the barrels of guns, clothed in blood upon Cargill's battlefield. I pierce Chibro, the one with the radiant weapon atop my spearhead. The discus in my hand I severed, Jarasanda's mighty shoulders in brazen wrath I shattered, Daksha's sacrifice into countless fragments. That reminds me of something. This is one of my characters. Oh, thank you. So it goes like this. Alright, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hello. Sorry, I just got back. Uh, I was looking at poetry that one of the chat members sent me. You can call him Benny, or he lets me call him Benny. I don't know if he wants you to call him that. Oh yeah, I gotta copy this down. He's explaining his uh his poetry, and I'm trying to translate it because it was in Bengali. Sorry, I was getting a call from my dad. I have to go soon. I have to go see my cousin because I haven't seen him in a long time and we had a fight. But I finally get to see him after so long. So get rid of this and blatantly discrediting the wrath of Shiva. I might have to end the stream soon. I um there's still so much to get through. I can look up the stuff on my own, trying to figure it out. I have to take a shower and get ready because I have to go. I really wish I could stay and play more, but I'll be uploading this to YouTube. I do have to edit some stuff out, so I won't be uploading it immediately though. Let's see, how long have I been streaming for now? Oh, almost 3 hours. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm definitely excited to look into it because I've never seen, well, I have never seen anything like this before, but there was someone that contacted me a long time ago about something called the Bach Saga. Bock. And I haven't really heard anything else about that. Uh, oh yeah, definitely. It was a whole thing. I will have to read this next time. Let me save my game. Oh, has time been passing in game this whole time? I've been missing out. Oh well. Just for an hour then. Because I get a free save off of this. And then I can exit. Yeah. I can't wait to talk about World's Bounty sometime. That's my favorite thing to talk about. It's my favorite. Sorry. Oh, where did my camera go? Oh, right, I turned it off. Okay. So, okay. Um, that's the stream, I guess. I have to get going. Oh yeah, wait until you see what was happening before, because I was doing this well, I guess you could say we. When there's multiple people there, it's we. So, we were doing a quest. And all I had to do was sharpen some swords, but it was nighttime and there's no grindstone, so I broke into a weaponsmith's house and got into their backyard and was grinding. I was sharpening weapons that I needed to sharpen. And then we're making up stories of, like, making up stories of, like, the reactions of the people living there. Oh my gosh. I never, I love this so much. I never thought streaming would be so fun. If you want to see it, I'll post it on YouTube. This is really fun to do. Okay, but I seriously gotta go. My dad's probably gonna be here pretty soon. So I'll see you guys. Uh, you definitely do. I wonder I wonder what kind of times you'll have. All right. I'll see you guys. Hopefully I'll see you next time, Benny. It was very nice having you. But I'll see you some other time. All right. Bye-bye.